What's going on, everybody? Still putting the team together here. Got Omni here. Sidewalk will be here in just a moment, and we may even have a little Lawlta action here.
What?
Oh yeah, it's not 100% confirmed, but there's a pretty good chance that we're gonna have a little Lawlta going with us. I'm gonna I don't think he'll be able to join us in game. He might be able to, I don't know. So did you make that grilled cheese sandwich there, Side?
No, man, I did a McDonald's run before the stream started. Like, it took like 5 minutes longer than it needed to, and I missed the start of the freaking stream. Apparently, I missed like all of 1 minute. Actually, I just went to check the VOD in like 1 minute, but like that 1 minute of context was really helpful.
Oh yeah.
Come back here, Juice. How dare you leave me here?
I'm coming. Anyway, you guys can join on me. I'm gonna... Oh, Omni's has arrived. I am in a map here now. So what, so we got Mastery Mode. 1 Chaos tier per week for the next 7 weeks coming. Where we're gonna have all the maps available. And we can earn up to 5 stars per map. What's your first impressions?
That's a lot more than I thought there would be in it. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Actually, yeah, I was expecting like, you know, they said you could do all the maps and that they would be like scaling the gear and stuff. I was like, oh well, there's like 20 maps or something. They'll do like 3 per chaos tier kind of thing. No, they're doing like, I don't know how many maps there actually are in each tier, but it's like all of them. And then there's a set of challenges unique to each tiers, and I'm guessing the chaos tier specific mobs are in each of the 2, so it's going to be same maps, different challenges, different things each time kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot.
Just need you to fill in the gaps there, Omni. Side gets the grilled cheese sandwich carry.
I earned it, maybe? Yeah, there are a total of 21 maps, thank you.
21 maps and 735 stars. So, and we saw it looked like about every 10 stars you get some sort of reward.
That's another interesting thing. Like, so they kind of hinted at it. They were like, if you get the full bar or something happens, but like in the command bar saying right now, there's 735 stars.
Well, I think after that first bar,
what happens?
After that bar is
Does it
full,
reset
it's
and
going to
do it
start
again?
another bar, I believe. I would think.
I mean, so wait, how many stars are there per chaos tier?
Well, if you figure if there's 21 maps and 5 stars per, that's 105 stars per tier.
Interesting.
So that would be 735. Maybe it's a bar per each, you know, after a bar fills,
Yeah.
or maybe a bar for each tier.
Yeah, that's another question. Is that a bar for each tier, or is it just an overall bar?
Elandrian did make a point of saying, talking about how it was an overall bar. So that would be my guess, is that it's going to go to a new bar will open after the first bar is filled. Because he was even saying, you know, or you can do, you know, you can get 10 stars on 2 maps, or you can go and get 10 stars on, you know, 1 star on 10 different maps. So, thank you very much for the host there, everybody. I do appreciate it. So anyway, it will be interesting to see. Omni's just got to throw the Earth Shatters in.
I was just wondering what to throw in. I was patiently waiting.
Something else right here would be good, because the Hex Throwers are going to be in range.
Alright. Yeah, okay.
The damn train has arrived.
Double lightning it is.
A new bar.
I'm sure
Oh,
it'll be
really?
fine.
Yo, what'll...
It will go to a new bar. Awesome. Yeah.
Okay, so it'll just be a new bar and you'll like go through the rewards again. But is it like... Okay, that kind of confirms that it'll be like, no matter what tier you get the stars in, it'll work towards that first bar and the next one, not like a bar per tier.
Right.
Or
Should be good. And then, so it will be easier to get done multiplayer versus solo. I wonder, you know, how many of the maps will be soloable.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we'll learn all that. Alright, I'm going to tab out for 1 sec. We may end up getting some special guests here.
Alright, who built the walls here? Okay, we're good. It was Juice.
If they were Omzi's walls, they wouldn't have been good.
Wow.
I just want to make sure, you know.
How dare they?
That's so funny. Well, welcome to the stream there, oh great one, Elandrian. Hello, hello.
What? It's just me.
Oh,
it's
what? It's just you?
It's definitely not all.
Oh. Well, good lord. We've got the combo
no.
deal here.
Yeah.
Got to stay silent now.
You guys like sharing the same small mic all huddled up?
Yeah.
It's not small, dude. It's actually enormous.
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
It's just
that's
how
a
you
different
like
fantasy.
Good thing that's a mature stream.
Let me adjust you guys down a little bit. Not that, you know, of course, more Elandrian and Lawlta, the better, but...
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yep.
Talk over me, baby.
I use virtual audio cables, and at initial impact, it comes across ear bleeding loud. So I've got to adjust everybody down. But it is all good. So, alright, so Elandrian just confirmed for us in chat, and now that he's here, that it won't be 1 bar per chaos tier. So once you fill that bar, obviously as the new tiers release, we're going to have the availability to earn more and more stars.
Yeah, so it's an overall star bar, but I mean, in like the amount of rewards and like the total bar itself is essentially scaled as if it is, you know, you get 5 stars on 1 chaos level. But yeah, you can go into anywhere and get stars on any chaos, and it will all attribute to the same bar. It's an overall bar. We just kind of spaced out the rewards in this fashion of like, you know, chunked them out at chaos levels. And we also did it kind of like that, so, you know, if we ever do add further chaos levels, then we'll be able to just add a new section to the overall bar, right, and add more rewards for people to get.
Okay, that's just absolutely awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like.
Golden pets. The golden pets are making a return.
Then I have to ask about golden pets then. Golden propeller cats. That's a thing, right?
Nope.
That's you didn't make one of those.
We're removing
Why
propeller
would we,
cats.
man? That was a unique, limited time reward. I don't know.
No, I just mean like the regular propeller. You know?
No, I don't know.
Come on, man.
We'll just have to wait and see, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's looking like there's only going to be so far 7 golden pets based on the system, and even if it's the golden pets like that looks like, oh no, never mind. There's a pet icon at 20, and then I saw like a yellow circle at 90. I was like, don't make it like golden propeller cat 7 bar.
The rewards won't necessarily be the same for every bar section.
Yeah, they might be a little different. You're making some
That's interesting.
big assumptions.
That's why you're here. That's why you're here.
Oh, I see.
Wait, that's why I'm here?
You with the real fake.
See, the real way to learn something on the internet is just to say something completely wrong.
That's true.
So,
A lot of comments that way.
doesn't matter what I say. I just need you to respond to it.
Okay.
Jet fuel melts steel beams.
Yeah.
That's all it takes. Oh, yeah. So deciphering the bar right at the beginning of the screen that was shown, or at the beginning of the dev stream, pardon me, there was ascension level rewards.
Yes.
That's kind of cool.
It's a straight up level too. It's not an XP chunk. It'll just add levels.
That's actually got a huge amount of value, especially for someone who is grinded a little Ascension out already. I mean, that's a big value right there.
Yep.
And then we could see the golden pet egg. There was another pet on the bar, or it looked like a pet icon. Is there earnable pets as well?
I don't think there's like special mastery pets. We didn't make any of those.
No.
I think golden pets are just kind of what's thrown in there. I'm trying to wonder what the other icon is, because we get to...
It maybe it's not a pet. You know what? Maybe it's like one of the Flair items. That could have possibly been
it might be a Flair item, because those do unlock. So there's 4 that you get for kind of along the way progress, getting up to kind of 100%ing the current content, and then you get a full set at 100%.
Yep.
Oh, that's just awesome.
Yep.
So there's going to be lots of Flair items. We've got Ascension levels. It looked like there was some gold. Oh, the damn train, man, I tell you.
Yep, golden defender medals and stuff. All that is going to be part of that. There's going to be like chunks of rewards. You'll get like just gold just regularly from kind of playing the maps that you choose, but there are going to be kind of like chunkier stacks of gold to be earning.
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. Because like right now, of course, one of the biggest ways of earning gold is from selling the loot that drops that you're not going to use.
Yeah.
And we know there's going to be loot just in the victory chest. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay, so there will be loot in the victory chest, but there's still some gold reward milestones that can be earned with stars as well. That's pretty awesome.
Yep.
Will there be shards from the victory chest as well, or is it just
I think it's just
loot. Yeah.
Shards are still kind of just thrown into trials right now.
It's just loot and like pet food.
Kind of basically like victory chest rewards, just to give you a little something if you just want to mess around in some of the maps.
Yeah.
And we really we looked at a lot of the feedback we got from old practice mode that people were very confused by and didn't understand why they weren't progressing in their life. So we wanted to bring back the ability to play any map of your choice and still give you a little something for doing it. But now it's like if you go to the map of your choice, but also do extra challenges on that map, you'll get extra rewards.
Okay, that's kick-ass. That will be.
That was kind of the intention of the mode, was to not give you as much. Like main loot progression will still be trials, but at least you get a little something from doing mastery mode, and then obviously mastery mode has its own unique rewards.
That's really, really awesome. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be an exciting week next week. So is it gonna be possible to 5-star all of the first tier we get next week?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
If
very
don't,
nice.
I'll be ashamed.
Yeah, Lawlta will be disappointed in you, juice bags, if you don't.
No,
so.
everybody.
Oh, everybody. Okay,
Everybody.
Well, it is only going to be C1, isn't it? So
Yeah, it's just going to be C1, but even though it's just going to be C1, it is still tough.
Yeah.
it's a hefty amount of stuff to do? So,
Now you mentioned of course the loot will scale down appropriately, and then the ascension will be set at a current level. How will that work? Will we be able to assign the ascension points, or are they auto-assigned?
They're auto-scaled down. We wanted to get some surfacing in, but I guess we ran out of time in terms of like showing on the UI what you're scaled down to. So it'll really just you'll be able to see your stats on the left side of the inventory. That'll be kind of like the indicator of what your stats are kind of at. And obviously when you inspect your defenses, it'll say what it is. So we didn't get kind of like the best surfacing that we wanted of kind of what you're scaled down to, so you'll kind of have to make do with the stats that show. But Chaos 1 I think is like 0 Ascension, so I don't think Ascension is going to do diddly for Chaos 1.
Well, I mean, it makes sense,
no.
Yeah.
So that's good. I mean, someone had asked me, based off of the teasers, I had mentioned that I thought Ascension would be lowered, and they're like, "Oh no, well nobody said anything about Ascension," but it wouldn't really. It wouldn't be an equal challenge.
They're not wrong.
They're not wrong. We didn't say anything about it.
But that doesn't mean they're right.
The thought that was going through my head is it just wouldn't be quite right. I mean, you have to monitor the Ascension to make it the same challenge for everyone.
Yep, and that's something our design team really focused on for Mastery Mode was, you know, if we didn't do anything with kind of the stats that were available to you, then it would be almost impossible to balance kind of for any player type. Because, you know, then Chaos 7 people would just come down to all the previous levels of Chaos and just smoke every Mastery Mode with ease just because their stats are super high. So a lot of the stuff is scaled based on, you know, Ascension. You know how we have the Ascension caps in the game? Well, it'll essentially be scaled to if you're only capped, like Mark was saying on the stream, you know, like if you can only have 5 in every Ascension thing, it'll be scaled to, you know, the maximum of 5 points being put into the various categories. And that allowed us a lot more control over kind of the difficulty level. The initial release is going to be, I mean, we intend it to be very difficult, and it has been for our QA team and honestly like people in the studio, just internally. So we're hoping that it's going to be super hard and awesome for people. I think guys like you though, I mean, Juicebag, Sidewalk, you guys, I mean, I'm sure you'll find some sweet builds and things that work in certain situations.
Yeah.
But the good thing that we did to kind of combat that is that, like, you'll find, you know, one setup that works on, you know, Gates of Dragonfall and Chaos 1. It will not work on the other Chaos levels because they have different limitations to get stars.
Absolutely.
So there's really going to be, you're going to need a different setup for every map on every difficulty.
That's perfect. So the challenge is the different masteries that we hit won't be the same per map or per difficulty.
Correct.
That's really cool.
Well, it'll be, you'll see a lot of like the same ones pop up, but it's the different combinations of them is what you'll encounter.
Yeah, you'll be...
So it's not going to be like brand new set of like 20 different challenges when you hit Chaos 2. It'll be different. It'll be different combos, kind of a pool of them that we made. But because of that, you have to build completely differently. Because there's some where, you know, it's like you can't build a certain, maybe you can't build barricades and you can't build auras, right? So you have to build like certain kind of defenses. There's some that like, it almost feels like you can't build any defenses at all because everything's limited.
Yeah.
So it's just like, what do you do in those situations, right? And it really gets you kind of thinking and building differently based on, there's also one that limits the build phase to 30 seconds.
Yeah,
so good luck.
Quick.
Oh, nice. That'll be a good one.
Oh,
You know,
God.
one of the first things Sidewalk screwed.
You know?
One of the first things that actually pops to mind is you also mentioned that some of the challenges or masteries could be essentially easier to do in a group. Now with the scaling, this is going to really open matchmaking up too, because if you have a friend that's, you know, if you're in your Chaos 7 loot or gear and you've got a friend that's in Chaos 2, they're going to be able to come in and still play with you.
So, no, we're not doing upscaling.
No, I mean like for the Chaos 1 maps.
Yeah. You'll be able to be at the same level of challenge coming down. So we're going to downscale all. Yeah, so you as a Chaos 7 player, your stuff will be downscaled to the appropriate level. But you can't do like opposite, right? Like a Chaos 2 player can't jump into Chaos 7 and just be good to go.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Well, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't expect that to be the case. But it is awesome. It opens matchmaking up quite a bit. As, you know, I mean, I've got tons of friends that are in Chaos 3, Chaos 4 gear that I just don't play with very often. And, you know, this will give everybody an opportunity to take advantage of, you know, even more matchmaking opportunities. So that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
there'll be a little bit of loot to get to, so you can hop down and kind of, you know, help them do a map that you can do the map that you like, right? You can pick whatever map. And you can help them, like, honestly, even if you don't do the stars, right, you can at least get a little bit of loot. So maybe people will, you know, we had a case in the past, you know, when people would do the really easy maps like Life Route or Gates of Dragonfall and stuff like that. And so players will be able to do that again. Obviously, Trials will be much faster loot grinding, right? But, like, we wanted to allow you to play whatever you want and still get a little bit of loot. So, you know, people will be able to do maybe some easier levels if they can't be beating stuff in Trials, right? And at least get a little bit of loot that'll possibly be an upgrade for them and kind of like an easier setting. So as much as we kind of harp on Mastery for being like this new difficult mode, it also opens up some more avenues for progression for, you know, players that aren't as good as kind of you know, turbo nerds, like he's got turbo nerds. But you know what I'm saying, though? It's like, we're saying it's a really difficult mode, but it's also opening up a lot of gameplay for really... That's why we're saying in the blog, any level of player, there's new things to do with this mode.
Yeah. So there's not a whole lot of, like, you're easily carried by your gear. It'll still require a lot of active stuff. And, like, a lot of the challenge is going to also come down to, like, being able to complete them all together.
Yes.
Like,
well, that's 5-star.
Yeah, 5.
So you have to do all the things together.
Yeah. So
good luck.
It's a nice little way to, like, you can slowly progress by, you know, doing a map and going through, not letting the core take damage, and then maybe go. Well, you should always do that. But going through and, like, you know, no defenses, but then also requires, like, no auras. You can do a 1 clear with defenses and then another clear with auras, and still progress that way. But if you want to, you know, 100% get all the stars Mario 64, you're gonna have to do everything all at once to really be able to get, like, those rewards that are just
the
so
top
good.
Rewards, yeah.
I'm pretty excited about it. I mean, it's you know, definitely something that it sounds like it's going to be a fun challenge. We will see how badly we can manage to break it. Go ahead, Side.
I didn't mean to interrupt your thing, but I had a question for a little bit about, like, the loot and endgame chest. So, like, me as a C7 player going and doing the C1 challenges next week, or the Masteries.
It'll be C1 loot.
Sorry?
It'll be C1 loot.
It'll be C1 loot, okay. So I'm not going to be able to, like, get loot from the lower ones.
Right. Like, but when
from the chest.
When C7 unlocks, you'll be able to be getting C7 loot again.
For sure. Okay.
So 7
it's
more.
just going to be the shards then, basically the hyper shards. That'll be the
stars.
Dude, I'm there for the Flair. I don't know about you.
Well, the Flair looks awesome. I'm already trying to think of ways to spice up my monk a little bit.
Oh man, we made so many looks internally that are just amazing.
I think we spent 3 hours just like, man, like, we're like, hey, we have meetings to go to. Wait, but what about Adept with this? And so it's just like, some of them look insane. Some of them are terrifying.
Well, it's just so funny when we, like, first made them. They look kind of, they looked like way more plain until we actually put them in game and, like, on people, and then we're like, oh.
See all the effects and everything. Oh,
like, one of my favorites is there's, like, this hobgoblin mask, and at first I was kind of like, yeah, that's all right. Like, that's pretty cool. It looks like evil and menacing. But then I put that on, like, the goblin huntress, and it, like, matched perfectly.
Oh yeah.
And I was just like, oh,
Gobu's
like,
gonna lose it.
Now it's like Hobgobu.
Yeah. Oh man.
Amazing.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So they fit a lot better than we, like, even thought they would.
Yeah.
And I'm sure people will find, like, costume combos and stuff and looks that we haven't even, like, thought about yet.
Yeah.
And then honestly, as we keep adding content to that system,
it's gonna be
there's just gonna be a ridiculous amount of combos. Yeah. So yeah.
I think one of my favorite ones is we were showing off the laughing skull mask that has flames coming out of it, and the apprentice's magma set, his volcano hat, it has, you know, the lava coming out, and then also from that mask you have flames shooting out of the top as well. So it's like a constant
and then
erupting volcano.
You get wings that cause a fiery explosion from the Halloween set, and a fire foot trail aura.
Oh yeah.
So it's just like fire on fire on fire on explosions on fire. And then you get the magma staff.
Oh.
For a
I forgot about that, yeah.
And you're just literally a ball of fire and explosions, and it's amazing.
Just running around.
The first thing that popped in my head actually was, oh man, the Guardian of the Molten Citadel skin with those accessories.
Yep. Oh yeah. The fire skins with that, oh, they're so good.
That's going to be really awesome. Now, is it to a point where you can tell us any numbers, like on when we hit that gold reward or the Defender Medal reward, or is that something we're going to have to find out on our own?
Oh, that's on the bar.
Yeah.
No, I mean the amounts of Defender Medals.
Oh, like what?
Oh, I don't know. It changes as you go higher.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a good chunk.
I
won't tell a total amount.
Do you
right
mean
now,
when you say higher?
I don't know what the incremental rewards
do you
are.
mean between tiers or just as you progress the bar?
I mean between the tiers of the bar.
Okay.
So like it'll start out at lower amounts, then it'll get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Okay.
Obviously, the more stars you get, the kind of higher the rewards are, pretty much.
Yeah, but it's not locked to life.
I'm not sure what like the total, here's how much you can get out of completing mastery, but it definitely scales up as you move up in the progression.
And it's not like
it's not like 2.
Yeah, you don't get like higher rewards for chaos tier, do you?
Yes,
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
That's
Well,
fine.
I mean, it's not really higher rewards for chaos tier. It's like, I mean, yes, right, because you get better loot and
Right.
like maybe a little better gold from like being higher chaos.
I just meant on the bar itself.
Yes,
You do.
so that's what I mean.
Okay.
So yeah, we're not being clear about that.
No,
All right,
that's
perfect.
okay.
So what you're saying is the golden propeller cat's on the last bar. Okay, good.
I'm just saying.
The highest tier pet. And
I'm just gonna add that pet just to my account, and then nobody can get. And I'll just go on your streams and just troll you.
Just join your game.
I'll join your games just from like dev commands. Like you can try to keep me out, but
Just
it won't
control the pet only, running it around the whole level.
work. I'm not even helping. I'm just running around his character with the pet.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Perfect.
no, I'd take that. I'd take that.
Better than
Yeah.
nothing.
So with those golden pets, is it a set pet or is it like a golden egg that rolls?
I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm not sure if I know we had some like technical issues between giving out the egg or the specific pet, so I'm not really sure where that ended up. So yeah, I don't know the answer for that for you.
Okay. Well, good enough. I mean, it's exciting to see golden pets making a return. I was actually a bit of a
They might be coming
pet
back in a
nerd.
different way too later.
Ooh.
Well, how?
We keep mentioning this like later time.
Dropping the hints.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, just the name and the update itself tells us that there's more to come. I mean,
I don't know what you're talking
Yeah, no,
about.
that's the name was chosen specifically because it's our Honda crossover. It's a throwback to the '90s Honda. So we're appealing to a Japanese market now with that.
I think I actually had a Prelude once. I'm pretty sure I did.
Do you not remember the car?
Well, I was in the automotive business for a while, so I've gone through a lot of
It was
cars.
a forgettable car.
What? I had one.
Well, now it was forgettable.
Oh no, I love
I
mine.
have deemed it so.
I love that car.
How dare you?
Golden Pets Quicksilver are it's more of a vanity item. They don't have different abilities than the regular pet counterpart, but they look super cool.
Yeah, it's more one of those like kind of Flair things where you can go around town just showing just how badass you kind of are.
Flair things.
Ooh.
That's a good name.
I feel like we should use that.
Yeah, that's weird.
So that's one thing we were also like. Well, for me,
We wanted more
Yeah.
earnable, cool, unique rewards.
yeah, like I was stoked about Flair being, just you can earn it as you progress. Just because, in games that I've been playing, like MMOs for a long time, the characters that have all the like hard to get gear tend to look super cool around town and whatnot. It sets a lot of aspirations.
Oh
So
yeah.
that's what we're hoping to do with some of the mastery earned Flair as well.
And this is just a first taste.
Yeah, this is the appetizer,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe even the bread before the appetizer.
Probably
Well-
the appetizer.
Appetizer?
This is a meaty update.
That's true.
Like, we only added in all the maps at every level
That's
again,
true.
and like filled them out. Like, come on now,
It's okay.
come on now.
So we've got
It's
more.
cheese bread before the appetizer then.
There you go.
Ooh,
It's nice
but it's like
marinara.
it's a nice breed though.
Yes.
So in my little
Bit of garlic.
update news video from the blog post, I was maybe I'm just getting really old, but I put in the video that Baron Elandrian finally stopped pulling out my heart plug and gave us some info, and no one got the Dune reference at all. I was a little bummed.
You still griping about that?
I still am.
Maybe they're just like used to me being called Lord Elandrian.
Maybe that's what
the
it was.
Baron was too like
was
different.
was he promoted?
Right.
Well, it was actually kind of funny. I had to redo the video because of course I had to put the in-game movie footage of the Baron pulling out that poor kid's heart plug,
Yeah.
and they striked it, so I had to take it down and redo the video. But
That's what you get.
Man,
How dare you have dated references?
Well, the thing is I spent.
We need to monetize this sweet clip.
God, MGM is on it. They're like, nothing's getting by them on YouTube.
Oh no, no playing around. So potentially Wednesday do we know Wednesday for sure, or is it still not 100% lockdown date?
It's not 100%. We're still going through some console certification stuff, but it's an 80% chance of Wednesday, so it's pretty high.
I sent, as soon as I heard that part, I sent out a Twitter message to Xbox and Sony, but they didn't reply. So I'm not sure if that's gonna help get it through any quicker.
Don't do that. Please, God, don't bug them.
Definitely don't say
want them to like us.
Yeah.
They'll just be like, your fans were annoying us so much, we're never putting it out.
We decided you don't ever get
to update anymore.
You can't, not this one.
Just not this one.
Oh yeah.
Never put content in here.
Yeah, thank you very much there, Maz, and thanks Darren for the 2 months. I appreciate it. So what do you think, Side? What are you gonna do on day one? Are you gonna have to?
Oh, you know exactly what I'm gonna do.
Are you gonna have to join? Are you gonna have to join the team here?
What's this? Joining a team or maybe a different team?
Well, I mean, that'd be fine too.
We can't make it. That's cheating.
We can't.
We can't do a dev team of a mode we made.
Why not?
You should do it.
That's not even fair.
Makes sense.
All right, we'll get Mark on our team.
There we go.
And be like, Mark. Shit.
Yeah,
We'll get Tamara.
I got a feeling Mark might have the hacks.
Yeah, he's built out. He has individually built out all these levels, which is just nuts.
He's a beast.
And so it's just, and honestly, like a lot of the spacing out stuff came from just like it was an astronomical amount of testing that we needed to do to make sure all of the different challenges work on all of these different maps and all in different combinations.
Yeah.
So it's just an astronomical amount of work for Eric and the QA guys to go through and our designers to check out and balance.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, this is a pretty meaty update in terms of like work for us. While a bunch of our team are also working on additional features, additional unannounced things.
Features, bug fixes, balances.
Dope stuff. So yeah, this is a big mode.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff.
It's what, 21 maps per tier?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so 21 maps per tier, 7 tiers, 147.
And you have to 5-star each one.
Yeah. So
but no, it's as small as Incursion.
But it's Incursion, yeah.
So we'll have to go. I'll have to go back in the dev stream and look at that bar. So 21 maps. Theoretically, you could get, or we will get, pardon me, 105 stars.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think it's 105. That sounds right.
So it goes, and the way it goes is you get like every 10 until the last one is 90 to 105. So it's a 15 there.
Okay, nice.
And then it'll restart, and then some more.
Yep.
So we'll have to, some of the rewards on the toolbar were, well actually they were all relatively obvious I guess, but I'll be excited to get that first flare and pop it on, and I'm going to have flares before I even start. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm going to be sitting there staring at the Steam store to update all morning.
Well, I don't guarantee that the pack will be live yet, the storefront one with the Hellion set, but the in-game masks will be. They'll be live because they're on the Emporium.
Yeah.
But the Halloween, we're still synchronizing dates between platforms.
Well, I mean, that's fair, Hopefully, I'm just excited to see what's to come. The day before patch day is always a little rough. There was the last content update, there was a over-under on how many times I would come back and check Discord without actually going to sleep, because I tried to go to sleep early so I could get up for the patch.
Yeah, so this is just going to be literally the first 10 people that hit that 105 each week. So once there's 10 people that hit it, that's set for the week.
Yeah, it's a whole race event. So it's going to be about getting some sweet rewards and just being able to kind of, show off and a little bit of bragging rights that you can reference constantly to others.
And then also, if you don't get it like the first week, right? Like it's going on for 7 weeks.
Yeah.
So, and we're not going to do like different rewards each week. It'll be probably like the same consistent rewards for kind of being the best. So it's like if you miss your chance one week, you'll have another chance over almost 2 months of time.
Yeah. Right? So it'll be a good amount of time for people to really sink in. Like
5, 6, Chaos 5, 6, and 7.
Oh my God,
are gonna be rough.
Yeah, we almost considered streaming Chaos, one of the Chaos 5 maps, and we're just like,
never mind.
We can't. Like
we're just gonna fail.
We want people to try the first tier at least. We can't just scare them away. So. Yeah, it's gonna be
higher level chaoses are tough.
Yeah.
So good luck to people getting the first on those.
Yeah. So it'll be that's the one I'm really excited for. Chaos 1 and maybe 2 will be just like
they're still tough.
They're tough and they're gonna be time sinks, but compared to 5, 6, and 7, oof, I don't know.
So you're saying we're not gonna get these done on the first try?
And those definitely, I'd be surprised.
So the good thing about the leaderboard, even if we don't have anyone get it in that first week, we'll still snapshot the top 10 at least that got the farthest, right? And it's set up on a timer, so it'll just it'll snapshot at the same time each week, and it's all just like automated. All of that stuff Ice did, which is really cool. So he's been working really hard, kind of on the side, separate from the dev team to really make it all happen. So it's kind of a sweet event that he just kind of did out of the love of the community. So it's pretty sweet.
Heck yeah, that's just awesome. Well, I'm excited to see it happen. So we've got all weekend to practice up and get good before before the patch gets here.
And one thing you can do too is like literally try to think of builds where you can't use the defenses that you're used to using.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be the case in a lot of these maps.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be like, oh, that build that destroys this map every time, well, you can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's fair. That's the fun, though. I mean, for me personally, that's the draw. Is, without that aspect in the game, I wouldn't be near as interested in it. So I'm stoked that that's there,
Well, one thing we kind of did internally that was kind of fun, I put together, and I had some members of the community and our testers and stuff do it, was that survey that we kind of sent around with some it was a small enough group. It wasn't a huge group, but it was also, we got a statistically significant amount of players to respond to it and kind of fill out that gamer motivation profile. And kind of one of the common threads, I guess, between a lot of our core players is the desire for kind of creativity within exploring game mechanics and different builds and stuff like that. And so really we've built a lot of this mode with that in mind, that like one of the core things that people want to do in the game is kind of explore how different mechanics interact in different ways within our game. And it was kind of cool to do some research behind it to validate what we were working on.
Yeah, and see what people really like, and kind of compare. I had fun just being like, what do I like? And then knowing some of the people on that list, I was like, what do they like? I was like, we are completely different, but but everybody more or less like was high on creativity. So that was an interesting, like people varied on action and stuff like that, but creativity was constantly there, and it's like, well, our game definitely is gonna have to reward that. We have the options to do that, so
and that's what this mode's all about, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Definitely looking forward to patch day and jumping in and trying everything out. Going to be a blast. So what do you think, Side?
We don't mean drugs suck. We don't mean drugs.
Creativity, you mean
responding to chat.
Oh no.
That is incorrect. The drugs of life, maybe.
Oh yeah.
High on creativity, indeed.
I get high on flame wars.
Well, not next week apparently.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah. Some of that meta is just being thrown out the window.
It's not being thrown out the window
entirely. You'll never use a flame aura again.
Again. Confirmed.
Confirmed on Juicebag's stream. Nah, you can use flame wars. It's okay.
definitely makes like me for one. It's gonna make me. I'm gonna definitely go through my hero decks this weekend and kind of look at where everybody's sitting, because I've got some heroes that don't necessarily get as much action as they deserve here lately. So
that's a smart move. I'll say that.
Yeah, that's
that will benefit you.
Yeah, you'll be a little bit more responsive. So
yeah, we just got Bastille 3 in a row.
Just how you like it.
It's the perfect way.
I actually, the increased DU on this map makes it definitely makes it a little bit easier. There's no doubt, but it makes it really, really fun because you can just do some stupid stuff.
I didn't even think about that until like just now, but Bastille's gonna be like nuts and challenge mode. I haven't even tried this yet on challenge.
This is one of the maps that's gonna be very rewarding.
But the challenges on this map are gonna be nuts.
It's gonna be good to have friends in your map with.
Oh, please do not be 30-second build time.
Oh god. No.
That would make this map just absolutely brutal.
No comment?
No comment. Like, I don't know. Is that one?
I don't know.
Oh, I just hope it's not.
Damn it.
It's gonna be like,
throw down a wall and just start hitting stuff.
It's gonna be like, you're gonna have your friends in Discord. It's like, is everyone in position? We're about to hit G to ready up the build game. Build. I hit G. No.
You like coordinate who's going. Like, I'm going west first. I'm going north. I'm staying middle. Oh god.
You might lose friends over that.
Yeah, you got.
It's gonna be the Mario Party of maps.
The Mario Party of maps. Oh no.
Oh no, there's a secret challenge where you have to rotate the joystick really fast. Yeah, you gotta plug in a joystick. Exactly.
It's a joystick boss. Everyone asks for.
Somehow alienates everybody that uses a mouse and keyboard. It's like, we literally make a challenge, we have to go buy a controller to beat it.
Another thing I really like is, although I'm sure there's going to be many attempts put on several different maps before we get the full 5 stars, but one of the things I'm excited about is it's not a thing where you have to sit down for 4 hours or 5 hours straight. You can do this attempt on this map and then go make a grilled cheese sandwich. And then try again on another one. It's not we won't be completely locked in on the time frame, but able to just play at our own pace.
What you want.
So it's just the tip of the iceberg for what we've got to come. But I'm excited to see the race. Like that's what I'm always in, like MMOs. Oh, like seeing those races to get all the content down and people have those bragging rights. That's what I'm interested to see. And having teams of that, like having people group up to get that accomplished, I'm stoked.
Well, I can definitely see potential 12-hour, 14-hour, 18-hour live stream incoming.
I mean, like I'm saying, it's gonna get real.
Yeah.
Like Chaos 5 and up.
Yeah, like it's gonna just progress. Like it's already challenging at the base tier, and it's just like gonna just exponentially climb every tier.
I'm just gonna watch streams and laugh.
I'm just gonna record the audio of screams. That's it.
No, you'll just be reading the forum posts.
And then I'll put the audio.
How
over
dare
it.
you, Trendy? How dare you add difficult things?
You think this is a game?
You remember when players were asking for difficulty for like over a year?
Yeah, but this is impossible. You've gone over the line.
Over the line.
You've done it again.
Yeah, somebody, Quicksilver just mentioned in the chat, I need to bring Flash and the Superman. I guess Batman wouldn't hurt either. Anybody we can.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that challenge is on Buried Bastille. Like again, these have been handpicked by the design team, so they have been thinking about all those kind of things. Where like some of these challenges don't work as well on certain maps and stuff like that. So it's all been handcrafted, which is actually really sweet. So it wasn't like randomly generated and just like slapped in, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we want things to be challenging, but not like frustrating and angry. Like I need 3 other people to get through this, so you can't do everything solo, and there is some reward for sure with multiplayer.
Good luck doing everything solo.
Yeah, you're gonna want to play with some people for sure. And I mean, with how there's obviously been a lot of complaints with some of the Ascension stuff, where like you set the cap to join a game to 200, and someone might be lower geared with a ton of Ascension, and this kind of like helps negate that, because it's you're going in, you can kind of see where people are, and they're going to be capped out as well, so you're not really going to be like holding back a lot of people, and you'll be able to kind of check things out from there. And this, again, we talked about on stream, but this is super incentivizing to just be able to hop in with friends, and as you mentioned earlier as well, hop down from where you're at to be able to play with people progressing.
Yep.
It's definitely going to be a change of pace, considering that been playing solo a lot recently.
What's going to be sweet on streams though too is when you fail a challenge, it says failed just in the middle of your. So everybody watching will just know that you just failed real hard.
And that was a lore-based decision. This is Grand's challenges, and she's
a salty lady.
She is. There's nothing nice. She's missing one eye. She's
crotchety
mad
old
about
woman.
it. Her depth perception makes her angry.
I made the mistake of I've been calling her grandma this whole time, and I had a few comments the other day asking who grandma was, if it was the new playable hero. It's like grandma's kicking it right there. She's all grumpy because nobody from the tavern will come over and bring her a drink.
I mean, that's probably the reality.
It really is. We're gonna have to add that into the lore now.
Grandma just wants some love. That's all. She wants to be. She wants cocktails and
Okay.
Oh, no.
Grilled cheese.
Then the grandma's all right.
Yeah, grandma love cocktails. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
I mean, you have this tavern right over there. They've got to have a nice, refreshing root beer or something for her over there,
Yes,
We can get her a root beer. Only her. That's it.
no one else.
We're supposed to get grog.
Grog would be fine. She's been a little fussy over there for a long time, so I'm sure she's got big plans for us. I'm excited, I mean, the anticipation always, you guys are the masters of just the tease, and it's like, oh my god, we finally got it, So I'm sure a lot of people feel the same way, but I'm definitely looking forward to just having a new game mode,
Yeah, and it's really exciting, and honestly, like that's one of the parts I really enjoy, because obviously I was a player first, and we were asking for like new game modes for over 2 years or something like that. So being able to be here while we're working on additional game modes and stuff for the game is really cool, and being able to be part of kind of the process of finally adding some features, and I'd say finally, but like it's working on it for a long time, but like adding features that players have really wanted, and obviously I've personally wanted from playing a lot, so it's cool to be part of that.
And of course we get the barbarian tease again.
Forever, man.
Forever. A lot of the.
It's gonna be epic when he comes in.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
all I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah. Well, I think a lot of players that came to the game at launch don't quite realize how long the barbarian tease has been going.
I mean, it's been a little while.
There might be some hard.
It might be.
Yeah. It is. It's been a long time. So, and then we know too, we've got a couple of additional gender swapped heroes that have yet to be discussed.
Yeah. So the gender swap heroes are probably going to come after we do some more new heroes. The reason we did gender swap heroes, honestly, new heroes consume a lot of our dev resources, and the fact that we haven't been releasing new heroes in a while has allowed us to work on a lot of different areas of the game and make things better. So the gender swap heroes were a way that we could be adding some new heroes that had some new tools in their kit, and obviously at like a cheaper price. We tried to tone it down kind of as much as we could, so that you would get something. But we definitely want to add. We definitely want to eventually add in the remaining 2 gender swaps as well as some brand new heroes coming in. But I think the brand new heroes are going to be before the last 2 gender swaps.
Okay, well that's awesome.
Okay. Yeah. See.
Barbarian confirmed.
I mean,
Man
Barbarian
machine.
definitely coming.
Oh,
We
yeah.
just don't know when yet.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I remember too with the gender swap heroes. It was, years ago. People requested them on the forums that were fans from the original Dungeon Defenders.
Yep. And then they finally got in, so it's kind of, it's funny because we read those posts all the time. We're like, Trendy isn't listening, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing then.
To be
What
fair,
am I working
We're not
on?
listening, we're reading a lot.
Oh, reading. Yeah,
That's
you're right.
So they're not wrong.
I never
Um,
learned how to read though, so this is awkward.
Yeah. What are you doing staring at that screen the whole time? Those
I'm
words?
just watching Juice
No,
jump up
I
and
mean
down.
at your
That's
desk.
that's about all I'm doing is
Just
jumping up and
drawing
down.
words.
I was just drawing corgis. I don't know
Yeah,
what you're talking about.
most of Elandrian's job is just sketching corgis all day. He's gone from stick to actually giving them like arms, legs, and torsos. So
Well, that's
he's come a
definitely,
long way.
it's impressive. He needs to start posting that up. I mean, it is Inktober and everything. There's a hashtag for that and all,
Oh, that's my awesome Inktober
There it
post.
is, right there. You
Hey.
can get that as a tattoo, right?
Yeah.
I'm certain that there's probably worse out there.
Yeah, probably.
You guys have not seen Sidewalk draw yet, let me tell you.
Or have I?
I've drawn a decent.
Wait, excuse me?
I've drawn a decent amount. I haven't seen a sidewalk drawing yet. I feel like there's some injustice there.
Sidewalk's very, he keeps his drawings very secretive.
Oh.
It's just lewd hentai.
Oh no.
Whoa! I've drawn once on stream. I did it once when Trials was coming out, and like the servers went down, like the Amazon servers. I had like basically everyone who was looking to see stuff, and I was like just drawing lane setups in MS Paint.
Oh,
It was just like crude lines and circles, like basic shapes.
The title of this stream was Senpai Tentacles.
Oh.
That's
Tentacle Senpai?
Tentacles and pie.
that was the subtitle.
The artist
Maybe we need
asshole.
Tentacle Senpai 2.0 for, the upcoming thing.
Ooh, maybe.
To
So
sync up about a stream or something.
Sucks giving me some good compliments here.
Yeah?
And I don't know if you've seen it recently, but I drew a Morty apprentice.
Yep.
And I've got a template right now for making any character into a Rick,
Oh, good.
and I'm gonna make.
Do
What am I
it.
gonna do? What am I gonna do with that person?
Excuse me.
There's the hype train for it. So, not gonna say what I'm making for him, but maybe we need to reach out to Justin Roiland and be like, "How about some Rick and Morty crossover? Here's the fan art,
That'd be amazing.
dude. I got some tweets to make and some messages. I mean, I have to hit up H3H3. They're friends with them. I'm hit him. I'm in everybody. I'm gonna be busy.
See, even the conductor outside there, Lawlta, he heard that the artwork is flowing and wanted to give you a shout out,
Oh, God.
So I've been getting the question a lot, and I've been answering it, even though it hasn't been an official answer. But we will get the update the same day on all platforms.
Yeah, and that's why I said it's like most likely Wednesday.
Yeah.
That's literally why it's not 100% right now, because it's just gotta go through all the approvals and all the business. But yeah, it'll be released the same day.
Okay, awesome. So I know everyone, of course, the Xbox edition to the DD2 community that brought
Yep.
just a ton of fans from the original game back. So of
Yep.
course, everybody wants to get the goods.
And we're trying to do that from now on. Just make sure that when we do patch releases, they'll come out at the same time, and everyone will get them at the same time. Barring any like technical difficulties. That's why I'm just like not 100%, but the goal
Yeah.
is to release them all on the same day. So that's why I'm like, it's most likely Wednesday. But if we have any issues with any of the console stuff, then we'll adjust as needed.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So we'll just have to keep an eye out on Twitter and on the forums and get all the
Yeah,
infos.
and we'll confirm and make a post if we get thumbs up all around, and we're 100% for Wednesday. We'll definitely tell everybody.
Mhm.
But that's why I was saying I'm 80% sure that Wednesday is going to be the release date. It's definitely not going to be Tuesday. So it's not going to come out earlier, like Ninja release earlier.
Yeah.
Wednesday is the earliest it will come out. So that's why I just wanted to kind of set that expectation, right? We're not just going to Ninja drop it when nobody's ready to play, right? Like,
oh, you know how you took time and you're winning out of the...
Yeah,
Too bad.
You wanted to do that race, but we dropped it 2 days early. Sorry. So just plan on Wednesday for now. I don't anticipate that it'll change, but that's also why I just didn't want to say 100%.
Yeah. We want to get that hype going, but we don't want to crash that train.
Well, I mean, that's fair, We have to... Everybody... I never quite got the... I guess because I have all the platforms, but I never quite got all of the competition between... Xbox is better, PlayStation is better, PC is better. It's like play on all of them, for God's sakes.
Well, PC master race.
I know.
But
Flowing golden hair.
Yeah, like I wish I had flowing golden hair.
Through your PC, you can.
There was quite a few comments today during the dev stream about Lawlta's hair.
I got like a lot. I was like, oh,
you
my
did
God.
So it's like different than the first time you were on stream.
To be fair, I just shaved the sides of my hair off.
So that's a haircut. You cut hair.
Yeah.
So
it's a hair shave.
It's valid. But yeah, I have every console. So I've been playing our game on every platform. So I'm all about it.
Yeah.
But I always prefer my PC because I just put more money and time into upgrading my PC. So I hope I would use it more because I spend way more money on it.
Oh yeah. Well, I think we're all in the same boat there. I mean, I enjoy kicking back and playing on the console every now and then, but
if my consoles had a 1080, I'd be all about it.
There you go.
Right. I actually debated on getting a keyboard and mouse set up. I've been a PC gamer for so long. It's a tough jump switching to a controller, when you haven't used one in a decade.
Yep. I still use controller a lot on a lot of different games though, like Assassin's Creed, a lot of like third-person games, Creed action games and stuff.
Platformers.
And platformers, they'll still bust out some controllers.
Yeah. So I've been playing Hob, and then I played Super Fancy Pants Adventure. That's an amazing game, by the way. And I'm going to be doing Cuphead as well, streaming that with some co-op with some friends.
Cuphead's rough, man.
Dude, I'm about it.
I've been tinkering around with it, and I suck.
Well,
It's just, it's bad.
Yeah.
But it's challenging, like from the, you get past the first map, and like you fail the first map a couple times, and then you get it, and you're like, oh, that's not too bad, and then you hit the second one, and it's like, whoa, what the hell is this?
You know, that's the first map, or you're definitely not a game journalist. That doesn't make any sense.
Too harsh, man.
Too harsh.
Wow, we just burned bridges. Jeez.
No, it's for an old guy like me, it's tough,
Are purely
the opinions expressed here are purely Lawlta. Everybody at Trendy.
It's definitely a challenging game for sure.
Yeah.
Especially for an old guy like me, my kid tells me that my reflexes are long shot and all that, but whatever.
There's actually studies that show the opposite, that as long as you keep playing games, your reflexes will increase, regardless of your age.
It's not true at all.
That's what I've read.
But your brain still loses its peak.
But you might lose your peak, but you get better and better over time. So if you start at a level and you're not doing good, like you can.
You're not going to be a 50-year-old esports pro.
You don't know that.
I do.
I'm in trouble with this update too, because I was wanting to play Cuphead, Hob, and Battle Crashers. Or wait, was that the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to play those, but now then Challenge Mode's coming out, and I need to be on the leaderboard, so I'm going to be just grinding out or mastery constantly, knocking those challenges out.
It's funny you think you'll make it.
If I wasn't blacklisted, I don't know. I've no-lifed some stuff before. Elandrian's seen me do it.
It's true.
So, I'm just, that's why I'm like really stoked at being a spectator, just from participating in these kind of things.
You have to work. There's no way you're gonna.
I need to take off this whole week. I'm also moving. Don't worry.
You're our
about
new
it.
community manager. You better be online for a patch one. Shaking my face. Kids these days.
I gotta tell you, if Lawlta's the first one to unlock all 5 stars on those challenges, I will be screaming hacks.
I'll stream it. You can't call it if I'm showing it.
Oh, there's always a way. Lawlta with his fancy tricks.
There was one exploit that we just like threw up into the air and shot it with a shotgun with this update. So I'm pretty excited about that. There's some heinous exploit that we found during testing. I'm not going to say which one it is because I don't want people to do it right now.
Yeah.
But we have skeet shooted some exploits.
Was it the one
out of existence?
I had 2.
No, just don't even.
They don't know.
It's the thing when you do the stuff.
Oh, that one.
And it just lets you win
I
really.
wasn't gonna give any big hints. I have a document that they've never seen that you have.
The
so
thing?
I want to reference that.
The thing when you do the stuff. Alright, we'll be working on that this afternoon. Well, I mean, the last bunch of updates, there's been... I remember... I don't even remember which update it was, but there's just been a ridiculous amount of bug fixes. You know, you like keep scrolling forever when you get to the bottom of the patch notes, you know?
Yeah.
So assuming we'll be seeing some bug fixes as well then.
Yeah, and that's like I was saying, there's some like random, like just quality of life things, and I guarantee there's gonna be some bug fixes that we even like forget to put in patch notes because just someone just did them because they were like, I'm just gonna fix this.
Yeah.
And like didn't tell us that they fixed it.
Yeah.
there's
So it's like,
been
that
a lot
happened.
of random fixes all over the place with this update, so it's really good.
Oh yeah, there was an unlisted fix to the EV2 that made me bust out my ability power gear again.
Oh, all her firing method changes and stuff like that?
Yeah.
We listed those.
No,
We
the
just said-
changes were mentioned, but
Yeah.
the impact with other shards was not there. But I assure you, it has been fixed. I'm no longer doing 100 million DPS.
I mean,
Or are you?
Or are.
With friends anyway.
Won't be in mastery.
You won't.
You gotta have the monk pet with you for all that, you know.
Oh yeah.
And read it and weep there, guys. There is like my 10th keepable McManus projector right there.
I heard those don't drop. That's what Discord told me.
Myth
Oh, no.
busted. They do indeed drop.
The McManus?
Oh yeah.
You know what's not dropping? That freaking gridlocker.
I actually got a
For that for how long
gridlocker
now?
in the first map we did today.
Ooh.
I've gotten a gridlocker and a McManus on stream here today.
Savage juice bags over
I
here.
know, savage.
Man.
So
Savage.
you know, you gotta get the RNG love somehow. That's why I always invite Sidewalk
I swear
because
they
he
turned my
sucks.
RNG down.
Yeah,
Like
Sidewalk
like a
sucks
year
the
ago.
RNG out of the air. You know.
Farming 750s and never getting them. Now never getting the weapons I want. I know your game.
All right, guys. Well, we got to wrap up and get back to work. So, are there any final questions you have for us?
Juiciest question.
I have one.
What's-
For the race with the mastery stuff, like the weekly thing. You said there were rewards for like the leaderboard. So will that include, like, you don't have to tell me what the rewards are, but will it affect gameplay, like the rewards kind of thing? Like,
I
it's
don't
all
think
just
it's
like
not gonna be like loot stuff.
it's just like showing off stuff.
Yeah, it's just gonna be extra stuff. I haven't really decided what it is. We're still kind of talking about it. We just want it to be like dope stuff that's just like, you know, a reason to do it,
Yeah.
but not like turbo, unique, amazing. Like we didn't build new Flair for it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's just like it's just kind of fun extra rewards to be getting.
yeah, just to have like
Okay.
something for the community to do, and like kind of also like.
Maybe we'll do a propeller cat.
Huh?
Okay, I'm winning.
You
No.
know what we should do?
For Chaos 7, maybe?
You know what kind of metal we should make it?
Hmm.
Tungsten.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't want to go gold. I feel like we shouldn't do that. I feel like we should go like silver, tungsten.
Why tungsten?
Like tungsten.
You just wanted to say tungsten.
I really did.
That's awesome. My question is with the hyper shards. When you get to that point, when you've gotten however many stars you need to get your first hyper shard, is it a set shard that you're getting at that point, or is it a random? Okay.
I'm 90% sure it's a set shard. I don't think it's random.
Like a 92.
92%.
Yeah, right around there.
Because I mean, like, my knowledge of it is it's a set reward.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if we made like some last minute change or something, but the progression of acquiring them was kind of designed out.
There's 7 of them.
Yep.
So they should be, I believe, spread out through the tiers.
Yep.
Which would make them, I'm pretty sure, again, we'll go with that 92%. Like, it's going to be a set place in the progression as well.
Well, that's good. I mean, you know what you need to shoot for to get it. You know, I would much rather see that than the random. Because, you know, unless I've got Sidewalk with me to suck all the bad RNG out of the air, then I won't get the one I want first.
I mean, that is how that works.
Yeah.
Well, we also installed a desire sensor in our game.
Yep.
So the more you want something, we got it from the monster community. So, you know, the more you want something, the lower your chances of getting it are.
Yeah.
It seems like that was patched in quite a while ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Where's Armageddon?
Well, anyway,
that's from the MOBA era, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I do appreciate you guys taking a little time to swing by and say what up. You all are the best. So,
you're welcome.
I know chat was screaming the whole time and wanted their questions answered. Sorry, didn't get to a lot of your questions there, everybody, but I had questions of my own. So, I asked my questions first.
Corruption.
And just whatever questions you guys have left, feel free to go to the forums and stuff. Or Lawlta will be answering a bunch of those. I probably won't, because screw you guys. I got work to do.
Wow.
But you know, and it's kind of on things that you want. So you know.
I don't know, man.
Well, that's a good thing.
Might be too hard. I don't know if they're gonna want it. Yeah, I don't want it anymore.
But yeah, anyway, thanks.
But
Thank you again, and appreciate all the hard work. I know, you know, Trendy's a small team, and you guys put your time in. That's for dang sure.
Yep. Thanks, guys.
All right, take it easy.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, that was very nice of the boys to swing by and say hello.
Hell yeah.
That's cool.
All right, Omni, no more free rides. You got to start building again.
What? Wait, come on. It's not over yet.
You know,
There's still more to talk about.
The only thing that's just rough about the Friday dev streams before an update is those days are so long as we're waiting.
God, man.
You know,
It's torture.
No, I don't have any giveaways
Really
going,
is.
Shadow. I post it. I would be clickbaiting the crap out of the title if I had something to give away. Trendy's got the has got to hit the button, get the code machine. I don't have one of those. It would be pretty cool though. So I wonder how long it's going to take to get all those cool accessories and flares and everything. I mean, there's quite a bit there. It looked like there was a lot of stuff when they were scrolling through.
Yeah, there was a ton. I mean, a lot of it seems like it's purchased, right? But so how fast can you put in your credit card info?
Yeah. Well, I'm definitely
But
gonna
yeah,
be,
I mean, like even the
this actually, I've actually not
get a few
bought
almost
gems
certainly.
before. I've always gotten a package or whatever.
Oh, like the
But-
Steam pack and stuff.
Yeah, but I think I might
Some
get
good
some
deals, though.
gems and get some of that cool looking stuff when it rolls out. Still, I mean, the thoughts going through my head, just scrolling through some of the challenges. You know, they mentioned that 30-second build time. I saw one that the combat phase time had limitations. I don't remember exactly what it said.
I saw one was like combat phases can't be longer than 180 seconds or something.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're gonna have to do some maps. We'll probably
I mean,
be
that's
easier to
just
set up a
asking
turtle.
kill.
You know, some will
Yeah.
be asking to, you know, to do more of a spawn camp type thing. It'll definitely mix up the build potentials for sure.
I'm loving what I'm seeing in terms of like the challenges and what that means for building for them.
Oh yeah, yeah,
It's
I'm
like,
sure.
it'll definitely get people building a lot of different things, incentivizing it.
Oh, definitely, no doubt about it.
And I like how, you know, something I wanted for a while was that, like, you know, we've got like different enemy compositions for different chaos tiers, but I'm in like C7 now. I can't go to I can't play Chaos 5 really and have it be a challenge. But
Right.
now, this mode, I can go and do that if I want to, you know, try have setups against that kind of enemy composition. Even if, like, ignoring the challenge part, just to do it.
Right.
I never asked specifically, but I think it was kind of just assumed that each of the mastery challenges would have the regular enemy compositions for that tier. Or is that wrong? Because that's a...
Yeah, no, I believe we'll have the enemy compositions for that tier.
Because, like, they, I mean, they made trials, right? And they have, like, only 4 or 5 per, and they gotta, like, schedule everything. So I wasn't sure if, like, they would... Because they probably had to do a lot of scheduling work, too, with this mode.
Oh yeah.
If they were gonna add the Chaos bombs in each tier. That
Well,
was
having
actually a
the-
question I forgot to ask.
You know, one chaos tier release per week. I mean, it's definitely had to have been kind of a scheduling nightmare. I'm pretty sure that's Elandrian's thing. Is that's what producers do, I believe, is help organize all that stuff. So he's probably had his hands pretty full there. But it sounds like we're definitely going to have to rethink not just builds, but shards. I mean, the power combos that work in Chaos 7 now are not going to be the shards setup we're going to want to use.
Oh,
And-
for sure. Like, if you're reducing crit chance, right? Now, maybe we're going to want to be putting more destruction in or go totem with vamps and stuff, and you never know.
Right. That's one of the first things that popped into my mind, though, as well, was the crit chance. You know, if you've got 0 Ascension to do the Chaos 1 or masteries that we're going to get next week in the update, that means your defenses are going to have 10% chance to crit. Or is that right? Yeah, it'll be 10%.
Yeah, the base is 10, yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, dare I say it, everybody needs to farm some C2 this weekend.
Get some crit strikes.
Get them crit strike shards.
Maybe we'll be seeing some more raid shards back in, too. You know, like it'll be...
Oh, without a
speed
doubt.
run, but, yeah.
I mean, rate shards were almost a must-have until we started getting that Chaos 7 gear, you know? There's no doubt in my mind that I'm glad I didn't sell all those rate shards now.
Yeah, for sure.
Gogu says he's got 20 crit chance shards. It's like, yeah, that's probably what... I don't know how many I have. I know I've got a bunch of them. But I'm definitely going to take a look at that.
I think with the challenges that pop up, depending on which map it is that you get and just what the challenges are, depending on what you initially have gear-wise and medallion-wise, you're probably going to have to spend the first 5-10 minutes probably just setting up just to do the map.
Oh, I'm sure.
For sure.
Which is
I
definitely
mean-
going to make it a lot more interesting, considering that we're just loading maps, building, and then going. You know.
I mean, before you load the map, you're going to have to think out a game plan for that map.
Yeah.
Or you're
Game
just
plan,
going to fail.
your deck kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Figure it all out.
I mean, I could
Everyone-
definitely foresee quite a bit of deck swapping and shard swapping and everything else. And, you know, like, we know the power of defense crit, but on the same note, look at, you know, like, say, Poison Dart Towers. You know, they scale pretty darn good in Chaos 1 with defense power.
Yeah.
You know, are you going to want, you know, Side had mentioned more destruction shards. I mean, there's going to be a lot of things for us to test out. That's for darn sure. Omni was very quiet the whole time. There was no spats of foul language. I was very proud, Omni.
I'm still holding it back.
So you got a little something in there. We'll see if YouTube picks that up.
Oh yeah. They won't.
They were already done it a little bit, right? It's not.
Yeah, as long as you keep those key political terms out of it. like, you know, God forbid
Yeah.
you play a game with the name War in the title right now, because I think you're screwed as far as putting anything on YouTube. There's a decent mark right there. So I'll have to check. Maybe start using using some more marks. You know, if in Chaos 1, you're not, in my opinion, now I'm not seeing it, of course, I don't know, but in my opinion, you would have to have a defense crit chance shard in a mark with 0 ascension, or it wouldn't be worth using. But I guess it might depend. Might depend on the defense too.
It's definitely going to depend on what defense it is that you're going to use, because then whether or not you're going to be able to utilize something that's going to work with defensive power, or something that's going to work, you know, then you could easily set up something to help you with the defensive power, like what you were saying, the PDTs, you know, they've got explosive poison, for instance, you know, so you could utilize that.
You know, and then I saw on one of the mastery challenges too was no repairs. So if you have a wall that's about to go down, you know, you'd have to think about strategies for that. Do you place another wall behind it and then sell the first one? Or I guess we'll, you know, we'll have to see exactly what...
Yeah, that's a good question. Sell and rebuild one, or like upgrading, and get around something like repairing it.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, I guess it depends on how they're all tied in.
Maybe just putting one behind the other.
Oh, I'm sure
So
about
once-
that, Dizzy.
Maybe once they break through the first one, then they'll hit the second one and just kind of be trapped in traps or something, like towers or something.
Yeah, I mean, I would bet that before Dizzy Diana just mentioned that maybe orbs will be useful. I think orbs will definitely probably be useful. I mean, back when we were farming Chaos 5 back in the day, I mean, I threw an orb on my heavy cannonballs quite frequently just to get that CC really rocking. So I think, you know, I think really every relic could end up being useful.
Orb on a proton with a frosty proton node shard, or whatever the free shard.
Yeah.
You know, in the lower tiers, that's going to be probably really valuable.
Absolutely. There'll be a lot of stuff. I mean, that's really the fun in it I know for a lot of us, but that's, you know, there's going to be a lot of new stuff to figure out. But a lot of resetting up, you know, familiar systems already. You know, we've all played with the different shards and the different defenses before, but we're going to have to definitely see what's going to be working, you know, working best in that bracket. I'm anxious to see how the Ascension will scale up when we get more. You know, like when Chaos 2 comes, are we going to get any, you know, Ascension, or are we going to get 50 Ascension or 20 Ascension, or, you know, what will we get, I wonder. Or how it will even work. I mean, Chaos 1, I think, he said it takes you down to a 0 Ascension, so...
Yeah, I was assuming like those 140s would be 20s, and then each chaos tier would go up, because math, but... I mean, that's already thrown out the window, because he said 0 for Chaos 1, so...
Right. I mean, it does make sense, though. I mean, when you think about it, when you're actually in that tier, you know, when you're doing it for the first time, you know, the first time you start Chaos 1, you're probably, if you have any Ascension, it's probably not going to be more than just a few, you know? Let's see, trying to see... I'm sure there's quite a few questions we missed there, and like I said, guys, I apologize when Elandrian or Lawlta were here, but I had my share of questions, and I knew Side had some questions. I'm stoked, though. You know, some people, there was... You know, of course, there's always some people in chat that are instantly hate it. You know, that's just going to happen all the time. There was a little of that going on during the dev stream with a few people, but I mean, I'm excited for the challenge. We already knew. We knew in advance that this was not the end game mode. That forum post Isom put up like 2 weeks ago or whatever said straight up, this is a different game mode. It is not the end game mode, and that the end game would be here closer to the end of the year. So I mean, I think the people, you know, a lot of people just base it off of, you know, getting that next tier of gear or whatever. And I mean, that's understandable. But right now, what the game needs is more replayability, in my mind.
The way that I'm looking at it is, people that are in the lower rankings of the trials, if they're able to manage to obtain the hyper shards, they're going to be more powerful, and they'll be able to probably push on further through the Chaos trials.
I thought we'd get a little teases of those hyper shards, of what
Yeah,
they.
Didn't they
that's what
say
I'm
like
curious
mass
about
destruction or
those.
something like that was one of them?
Yeah, that's the
see,
only.
So like that was our tease.
That was the only one we
Yeah.
got. Which, I mean, that could.
Well, that kind of like fills in the gaps for what the rest will probably be, right? Like a improved fortification, a crit damage kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
would
there's
guess
only
a
7.
range shard too, based on that.
There's only 7
Wow.
now.
That's true.
So
But,
I
like,
mean, you know, maybe
They
I mean,
said
maybe-
also hero DPS ones too.
right. So I mean, if there's 7
Mass.
total,
Hyperspeed. Everyone's running off ledges now.
but they
Well,
double
there might
jump.
Be, there might be.
God,
there
be
might
double
be more-
jump.
You never know. There might be more depending on the challenges, or that they might throw out, or maybe even
I think they said
quests.
7.
Maybe.
At least like right now though. Like for now there's 7. I'm pretty sure they said that.
Yeah, they said
Not that they can't lie.
he
but
said
They
7.
said 7.
I heard him say it.
Yeah.
But well, I'm sure there will be more. You know, especially if people like the
Oh yeah.
like the mastery challenge mode. You know, why would you not add more to it in the future?
It's set up so that they can add more, and I think Elandrian like straight up said that. You know, like
Right. I mean, it's the
it's
natural.
been set up like that so they can keep going with more in the future if they wanted to. You know?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it's the natural choice for certain. Yeah, it was nice of those guys to come by. Lawlta said
Looking forward to it.
that he wasn't sure, and then just right before we even started, he sent me a message and said, I'm about 99% sure I'll be able to make it, and maybe Elandrian will come too, so
Sweet.
definitely awesome of those guys to swing by.
So that's what it was when you said special guests.
Elandrian's been dodging me. I'm excited too to see, you know, I mean, you guys know, and I know Side, you do a ton of solo stuff. I mean, most of the guides and everything that I do on the channel are all designed towards solo play. So, I mean, I'm excited to see how, you know, if some of these tougher ones are completable solo. I'm sure, you know, as he mentioned, some will be very doable solo, but they're going to be easier in a group. So, I mean, I'm looking for...
That could be some of the fun later on. You know, we group up for doing it the first time, but later on it's like, all right, well, but the best of the best can do them solo.
Well, there's, I mean,
it's
top
really
10.
the challenges.
You
I think
know.
it's just going to be the challenges mainly, because when you're doing the ones that maybe say that you don't have any walls, like
Well,
you're
yeah, I
really,
mean,
really
it'll
restricted.
be easier in a group. I mean, it's incentivizing, not like requiring.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that, and I mean, ones that get that, like the 30-second build timer, I mean, that's going to be a huge benefit playing in a group.
Yeah.
You know, you do that lane, I'll do this lane, you know, or whatever.
Run.
Oh, it'll definitely, it's going to be a busy week next week for sure. Now, of course, goal 1, you know, with only the top 10 being rewarded, it's going to be quite the challenge to get into that top 10. Because that's a lot of maps. It's not like we're going to steamroll through them all like doing campaign in our Chaos 7 gear. You know, we're not going to be able to hop in there and knock out all of Chaos 1 in 3 or 4 hours, I don't think. Don't think that's even remotely realistic.
Maybe for you.
Sidewalk, it'll take you that long to build the first map if we don't come help you.
I'll show you. I'll show you all.
So we'll have to consider, you know, I mean, to take that, people are going to take that top 10 thing seriously. I mean, for us to take that seriously and to think that we even have a chance of doing it, I think having a pre-made group ready to go to knock them out is probably going to be the only way.
Just see, doing a group means that's 3 other people who will be taking your spots.
Yeah.
If you're gonna group up, you gotta make sure you're all in there. You know?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, I know we'll have, you know, I'll be ready to go for sure. I'm assuming Omni will go through his not sleeping for 16 days thing again.
Possibly.
I'll just have to start, I'll have to make sure to get the coffee ready.
Ditto.
I don't think it's gonna, I don't think it's gonna be that easy there, where although, you know, like people have school and everything, there's another grid locker. That's 2 grid lockers today, side.
I don't even want to hear it.
Actually, not a terrible one either. But yeah, it's definitely going to be, you know, like I said, people will take it seriously. I mean, look, when someone takes something seriously in this game, look at 186 CM. I mean, people tend to really get this stuff done when they decide to do it.
Yeah.
But I really don't think it's going to be... Nah, I've got tons of grid lockers. Or you're talking about side. He's got one. He just wants another one. He's probably got multiples.
I think it's purple.
Oh, really? You don't have a legendary grid locker?
I don't think so. What am I wearing right now?
You got to get that EV out more, man.
I might have gotten one like without crit. If I had one with crit, it would, like, if I got a legendary one with crit, I'd be wearing it, even if it didn't have health. So.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I haven't gotten one, but I haven't, like, the past 2 weeks I've been doing like non-EV2 stuff. So.
You know, I tell you what, in my mind, which I'm already, one of the first things that popped into my mind is Chaos 5, and being scaled down on gear. How difficult is it going to be to not die with all those assassins? If the not die is that challenge for that map. I did see the not die on there, so assuming it will be in Chaos 5 as well, that's going to be tough. No more rolling around on your low health Huntress there, Omni. You're going to have to put some hero health on that kid.
Lies.
It's all Dryad. Flying, double jump, tanky.
Yeah.
Ball hazards are going to be the bigger issue.
Well, I'm even thinking too, you know, there's a bunch of quality choices. The Lavamancer, the Dryad, the Monk, having that instant heal. Yeah, and the Mystic's just a machine. You already know that. So, I mean, there'll be lots of options, but we're definitely going to have to rethink quite a bit of stuff. Spider Dan, he will always be on a Squire no matter what. I know Show is a big Squire fan too.
They know what's up.
The no walls. The no walls, I guess it will depend on the map. Some maps that will be a lot easier than others, I believe.
It'll just depend on what else you'll get with the no walls. Like
this is true.
What you'll be restricted to is just, it's going to be the combination of what you get.
And I saw no nodes on there, so I'm assuming
I saw that too, yeah.
Maybe nodes, auras, and traps all got put into their own category, maybe?
I would assume, yeah.
Seems like...
No, if they have a no blockades mode, I'm just gonna whip out those volcano walls.
Well, that's exactly what it is.
Towers now. Trendy, you did this.
Yeah,
You did
well...
this. Are you happy now?
Absolutely. That and,
I am.
you know,
just
obelisks.
Make a wall of flamethrowers or something.
Yeah, flamethrower walls.
Just to make a flamethrower.
You know, obelisk walls, volcano walls, I think they're going to be very viable options. Now it's going to depend on the map. I don't think we'll need to do that all the time. But I think on any map where there's something sketchy that's close, you know, close to a sub-objective, you know, that'd be kind of the obvious choice, it seems like. There will indeed be lavas flying, Omni. Get your FPS lowering ready.
Hell no. I will endure.
The frames will drop through the floor.
I will endure because it is the monk way. It's the monk way to endure.
You know, we're also going to have to think about the team compositions too. You know, we're probably not gonna want to be playing on the same. You know, we're gonna have to think out, like, picking our heroes and everything. I mean, it should be quite the thought process going into it.
Yeah, definitely.
No walls, yeah, one of each tower. Having no walls and one of each tower would be a challenge, but that would be another one where, you know, I think the group metrics would pay off. So if you had no walls and limit of one tower on a map, having a 4-player group would be definitely the way to go. Oh, obelisks are still labeled as blockades, yeah. But volcanoes for certain, you know. Volk it up. What's going on, Cryo?
I just got a legendary canister. Green, all the stats I want, and it was a polearm one.
Nice.
No, it's not nice. It's a tease. It's so close. It's so close, dude.
He
But
answered.
It's not a gridlocker.
Yeah, he answered that, Gobu. He said that they weren't exactly the same. I think there are some similarities. I've seen some similar stuff between the scoring bonuses.
Some are, some aren't.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was definitely, like, you know, it was like combat phase and build phase and stuff like that, which you can see from scoreboard.
But on the scoring ones, it's not. It's complete all the build phases together in this time, not complete each build phase in 30 seconds. You know, so well, I mean, really, the main build phase that's tough there is just that first one. You know, once you get it built out, then, you know, getting the other ones under 30 seconds shouldn't be an issue. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I thought they were changed too, but I may be wrong. Let's take a look. Let me sell something real quick so I can throw one down.
Obelisk?
Yeah.
Last I checked, yeah, there's still blockades. If they
Yeah,
move those changes
indeed.
very
So
recently.
no obelisks. It'll be volcano time. Thanks, Air Cryo. Appreciate it. Time to volcano it up. Could probably use one more something over here in this lane. I got 2 flame auras and a LSA.
Did you say another flame aura?
Yeah, that'd be fine. I don't think impossible there, crew. Because I do it all the time when I'm doing going solo. But it'd definitely require a little practice to do the 30-second build phase solo. It depends on the map, too. I mean, that's not going to be an option if it's Bastille. But like this map, I could build this map in under 30 seconds. Now, it wouldn't be finished. The build wouldn't be finished before I hit G. But it would be to a point where I could hold it. I mean, that's what most of us have been doing through those
Yeah, it's
the
like
high scoring
leaderboarding.
stuff now. Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to put more in? There's space for more. I've got 190 here if you're wanting.
I want to put more there, but he like super built the gate out. There's no room for more auras. No moras.
You know, there's other
Get
stuff.
it? No more auras. No moras.
There's other stuff
Guys,
too, side.
hello?
You know,
Anyone?
it doesn't have to be just an
Crickets?
aura.
I just wanted to make the joke, dude. I have a sand trap. I don't even think that thing's geared properly. Oh, it is. Nice. Enjoy your sandy trap.
Little sand never hurts. Yeah, but I mean, it's definitely, you know, it's going to be a challenge, you know, especially trying them solo. You know, I'll find a way to do them all solo. I'm not going to do it solo up front because it's going to be impossible to get into that top 10 trying to do it solo, I think. Lawlta just left, Cryo. You just missed him. Lawlta and Elandrian were here. We had all the cool kids in town.
We were all hanging out.
So was there a write-up? I'm gonna look real quick. I wonder if they posted anything else on the forums with it all in writing. Let's take a peek.
Probably not, but it's good to check. I hope I'm wrong.
Let's see. No. Nothing else yet. I think the Ancients Prelude may be all. The coming next week thing might be all we get until patch notes come. I mean, there's a lot of info in that anyway. It's just we got so much more today on the dev stream. I hit that one, well, in 30 seconds. That wouldn't be possible. But that's a high scoring thing. We don't even know that the 12 or 13 required defenses, we don't even know that's going to be a thing. You know, maybe it will be. But there was different stuff, you know, than what just the leaderboard goals are.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was one, though. Seems like a pretty obvious one to do. Only use X, like, percent of DU kind of thing. You can see that being one.
Yeah. Definitely, well, I mean, we'll see. We'll see as soon as they release, you know, what we get on what map. So 5 of them per map, so essentially there's going to be 3 challenges per map that you can earn 5 stars, because one of them was victory.
Yeah,
and another
the last
one
ones do all of them.
Yeah, to complete all of them in the same run. So you're essentially going to have 3 challenges to deal with. The victory, and, you know, kind of comes natural. So it'll definitely be interesting. You know, I can't wait to see the layout of what challenge comes with what map. It would have been nice if they would have scrolled through them all really, really slow on the dev stream.
I think we got a lot of Gates of Dragonfall, didn't we? Like, he was scrolling through Chaos Tears on that one map.
Right.
Think so,
Time to go pick it apart, frame by frame.
Oh, I'm gonna rewatch it. I actually recorded it for the, you know, I'll do a update video later. So I recorded cuts from the dev stream to clip out. And sadly, I'm gonna have to go back to record the Elandrian quote of the month. There's not bad questions, only bad people. Like, oh my God, Elandrian. He's always quick to bust the bucket out to catch everyone's tears as we cry about new difficulties. I mean, if you remember back when the trials first released, there was quite a strong presence on the forums saying that Chaos 5 was impossible. You know, and of course it became very, very possible. Just took us a little while to get it down.
Still hearing that today.
Yeah, we could have
yeah, it's loud then.
Oh yeah. That's the one challenge that, well, I mean, that and my jumping off ledges issue. If I get that, any map I get that challenge, don't die, I'm gonna have to, definitely I'll have to play one of my tankier heroes. Or I'll probably end up playing the monk on those for sure. That way I get that insta-heal, you know?
I might just only Dryad and never stop hovering. It's dangerous to let gravity interfere.
You know, it's not really a bad idea to play, you know, of course you're going to have to use different defenses. But I don't think there's going to be any, you know, what DPS hero you use is going to be up to you. So, I mean, depending on their level of challenge, you're definitely going to want to play whatever hero, you know, you instinctually play better, you know?
Yeah.
With me, that'll be a real challenge since I suck at all of them. Because I can't remember the spray and pray ever being effective in Chaos 1. So with Chaos 1 gear, I think some of my, like my lazy EV2 builds and stuff, I think those will be gone. I'm gonna have to get good real quick. So put some damn hero health on that Huntress Omni.
I'll just have to make a backup.
You know I'm gonna be the first one to die on one of those challenges, but I'm already giving Omni a hard time about it. Because if it's a multiplayer map and one person dies, does everyone fail it?
Well, I think it's going to depend on what it is that we've actually got set up, and then what, like.
Well, I
if
mean,
we
for
get
the challenge
something-
that was straight up, don't die. I have to look and see how it was worded. Did it say no hero deaths, or did it say don't die? Yeah, I'm not even sure. I thought pretty heavily about Star Wars Battlefront, Quicksilver. I'm a big Star Wars fan, as I'm sure most people are. But on the same note, I did play the last Battlefront, and I ended up not playing it a ton. Nah, none of the incursions are there, crew. It's just the, like, none of the boss fights are going to be there. I don't think.
Harbinger definitely not.
Harbinger won't be, Betsy won't be.
Yeah.
You know, the incursion versions won't be. Like, we'll
But
have
if there's
Demon's
21
Lair,
maps.
but we're not going to have...
Yeah.
Or
yeah,
we'll have...
We won't be doing incursions.
You know what I'm saying. Molten Citadel. But we're not going to have Demon's Lair.
I'm wondering, well, if Betsy isn't in there and they said there's 21 maps, that would mean the Yeti map would have to be in there. If my map's right. We haven't seen that as not an incursion yet, so that's exciting, if I'm right. I was going to ask about it and I forgot.
Yeah, I wondered on that one.
Finally get a defense version of the Yeti map.
Did he scroll all the way through the list at any point in that dev stream, I wonder?
Top to bottom?
I'm not too sure, like, I think it was just a few that were there.
I thought that there was 18 campaign maps. But then you got,
Yeah,
like,
there's
Forest
18.
Biome, which isn't in the campaign, and you got the Yeti, which isn't in the campaign. I don't know, we'll have to see. You know?
Yeah, there's like 5. Biome, Yeti, Crumble Bulwark, Buried Bastille, Molten Citadel, Catacombs. So that's 6, isn't it? I don't know. Maybe there's...
So maybe
Yeti
3 of
wouldn't be
those
included
are going to be... I don't know. I mean, we'll have to find out. They did...
Did I
who
count that right?
started that 21? The 18 campaign maps includes, like, Betsy and Harbinger. So if
Yeah,
there's
so
5 other maps, and Betsy and Harbinger aren't in the mix, then that would be 21. If you take out, you know, assuming Betsy and Harbinger won't be there, I don't think they'll be in there.
No, I doubt it.
Still upgrading. Even after I popped my victory chest, I still got one more upgrade on that Skyguard.
By my count, then there's 6 of them. Is that right?
We'll have to see. That's for sure. Thank you very much for subscribing there, McFinn Bob. I do appreciate it. I'm gonna have to go. Well, I mean, I'm sure quite a few of us will end up going back through the dev stream, but I'm gonna have to look and see how far he scrolled. I don't think he scrolled down to the bottom at the war table. Yeah, I'm not sure. Zeddy Nader. I mean, we're gonna have to find out. I mean, just having the ability to play whatever map we want is kind of cool too. Now, obviously, you're gonna want to go through and unlock all the stars, but
Yeah, I mean, the mode, ignoring like the challenges and stuff, the mode's just great for, it's just great for doing whatever you want, like play wherever you want.
yeah, definitely.
And assuming, you know, like they got chaos enemies in there with the regular scheduling and stuff, you know, it's every map with every kind of like unit spawn.
Well, that'd be a good
variation,
test.
so.
You know, it would be hard to.
I'm thinking it would be good for like someone like me or you who, you know, we're trying to say like, hey, or someone asks like, hey, what's a good setup for Chaos 2, this map kind of thing. And you can just like drop some shards you don't need and go play that map.
Yeah.
With those enemy counts kind of thing. And
Oh, yeah.
not to worry about being overgeared. So, like, that
matchmaking
build
possibilities
you
do
relevant.
open up. I've got some real life friends from the casino I worked at. They're like in Chaos 2. And they asked me to help them out at just the absolute worst times. It's like, man, I just really don't feel like doing Chaos 2. You know, but I'll be able to play with them a little bit now. They'll not be so damn pestering. Because I won't carry them, you know. I mean, they were cool with it. They're all gamers. They want to play the game and earn it. But they do ask me to come and help them out. And when I do, I usually just go in DPS and not build anything. Make them build it all out, and then I mow everything down for them. But it'd be nice to play with them again too. So, you know, there'd be definitely lots of matchmaking options will open up. No, just in the masteries there, Light Rain. Nothing else will be scaled down. I mean, it's the only way when you think about it. It's the only way to really make the masteries. I mean, it would make it a joke for someone in Chaos 7 gear to roll through Chaos 1, you know. And they're definitely looking for something to add replay value instead of just stretching the potential hours played. You know, because all it would be without lowering the gear would be just a small time sink. And, you know, we'd all be 5 stars, like, immediately. So what's the math? If you one-shot every map and didn't have to redo it, 21 maps, and say each map took you 15 minutes. What's the time? Anybody got a calculator handy?
5 or so hours.
So theoretically, if you were perfect, you could probably get them all done. Yeah, you could get them all done in one sitting if you really wanted to.
I mean, really, and if someone said they scrolled maybe through most of C1, if you knew going in from the VOD too, a lot of them, you could potentially do them really quickly on day 1 for Chaos 1.
Okay. So Quicksilver went through it. He said they did scroll all the way down, and that Molten Citadel's there, Forest Biome is there, Crumbled Bulwark is there, Bastille is there, and Unholy Catacombs is there. So no Yeti. No Yeti, no Betsy, no Harbinger.
When I counted, for some reason I thought Yeti in there made 5, but that would make 6. And if they take out the boss maps, then
yeah,
well, that would lead to 22, not 21. But they straight up said 21, so
yeah. Well, I mean, 18 campaign maps minus Betsy and Harbinger is 16, and then plus those 5.
Yeah. Unless they lied and it's 22 and we really do have a defensity, which I would love to see, but you never know. But yeah, a little sad if that's true. Been wanting to play that map more.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
I'm glad that Unholy Catacombs is in there. I like that map. I don't know if it's just reminiscing from the first game or what, but Unholy Catacombs and Molten Citadel, I really enjoy both those maps.
I mean, it's a shame they only show up in like one Chaos tier as well. They're fun.
Yeah.
And not just one Chaos tier, Chaos 1 Chaos tier.
Yeah.
And now we'll get to do them at least 7 times.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be tough. I wonder if any of the, I guess they planned it all out, but doing each Chaos tier per week, you know, 1 a week. I'm wondering if that's going to turn into a scheduling nightmare for them, and we'll end up having to wait longer for any of them. Probably not. I'm sure they got it all figured out.
I mean, they probably got it all ready and stuff, and they'll just like make them available for us, kind of thing. They won't have to go through certification processes like each week, right?
Right.
But yeah.
Well, he said the whole thing was a QA nightmare.
Thanks.
So the QA folks, shout out to you QA folks. Get it all done.
I think they've been doing it for a while though, right?
I'm sure they probably have, as long as it's been being worked on.
At the very least, I thought Show hinted at it when he was on your thing. And that was
Yeah.
a good few weeks ago, at least.
And they've got two. They've got RQA and internal QA. So there's two separate groups working on it. I'm sure it probably took a while. You know, with the exceptions of people like Spider Dan and Show. You know, those guys put a lot of hours into the game already. It'll be, it'll definitely be, well, I mean, it's gonna add for the people who like ridiculously long live streams, I'm gonna have a really, really long live stream every patch day for the next 7 weeks. Maybe I should officially change my stream schedule. That's almost 2 months. It's a lot of, you know, it's a big difference.
It's 7. I mean, if you're gonna like marathon them on Wednesdays, and that ends up being like the day. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that too,
It's a lot.
the other thing to think about is with the rewards for that top 10 thing, if it's going to be the same every time, it would only be a pure vanity thing to chase it every week. I mean, it would almost... You know I'm going to chase it, but it seems
might
like
not
the
get
thing...
more
that-
rewards, really, if you get them before, but your name stays on that leaderboard forever.
That's true. That's true. Getting your name on the list is definitely probably a greater reward than anything we'll actually get for earning it.
For sure.
We'll have to see. See, we can't make the cut, you know? That, and is it 10? Did he clarify? Is it 10 for Xbox, 10 for PlayStation? Or is it 10 total?
I don't know if they specified.
Oh man, if it's 10 total, that's going to be
between-
rough.
That would be rough, yeah. But like they had the other leaderboards divided between systems, right? So
Man, that's one of the
you
hot
can
questions.
be hopeful. Yeah, should have asked.
Should have asked that one for sure.
Man, we'll never know now.
I'm going to see if
We missed our only opportunity.
I'm going to see if either of those guys are online right now in Discord.
It's a very good question, yeah.
Let's see.
Lawlta's got a green dot.
Lawlta's got a green dot.
While you're there, you want to ask him about Yeti map? Thanks.
Let's see. They might be in a meeting or something. He might be sitting there green, but I don't even know if he'll give me an answer. I asked him if the
They're
top...
saying in chat that it's for platforms, so.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I guess they did
chat's
address
not
that.
lying. Yeah. Okay.
I saw the
Well, just half deaf.
10 each... Or I guess they did say that. I'll be honest. I got up in the middle of the dev stream and used the restroom. I missed 45 seconds.
Too. Weak bladder.
Now I'm going to go back and rewatch the entire thing just because I missed 45 seconds, but... So 10 each is good. So, that gives me some decisions. I mean, I almost have to do it on PC every time, or try to do it on PC every time.
You should, no, you should go do console.
I'm just wondering if it's, you know, it might be easier
Less
for me.
competition.
If there's... Well, that's the thing, is there's more console players. There's less competition on PC.
I mean,
There's-
true, but, well, I mean, they'd be caught up now. And I mean, would you be caught up, actually, now that I think of it?
I don't think it'd be possible
stats
to get in the top
Ascension's
10.
one thing, but who on console has your experience?
There's a few.
There you go. I think, I mean, I was
Got
gonna say,
the
yeah.
13th Saint. And...
I mean, I was gonna say, I guess that quite a few people like you who played on console, but played on others before.
Well,
No, you got this. I'm just trying to
how cool would it be to
lessen
be
the
able to get it?
competition on PC.
Well, I'm definitely not going to do that. That's the thing, too, is if you're in a 4-player group that gets it the first time, which one of the 4 players are number 1?
whoever's closer to this server. Whoever's the less ping.
I mean, is it going to be a straight up ping thing? If so, you know, I'm going to demand we play on West Coast servers.
I was going to say, we're going to make a team full of European players, and we're going to play on US East.
There you go.
Is it whoever kills the bosses? Is it whoever gets that kill?
Well, I'm sure it's got to be ping related. It's whoever has the. It's going to be whoever has the achievement pop up on screen first. Four players are 10, 11, 12, 13, and only one makes it. Oh, that would be crappy. Oh, they should make it the top 12, just for that reason.
They should make it the top 20.
Yeah, 20 would be even better. Gobu's telling me to start on console for the first 10 hours. Wait,
Yeah,
you're not going to be, you're not going to join the
first
team
10
there, Gobu? I was going to ask you.
Oh no, I want Gobu on my team.
Well, I thought you were going to be on the same team as me, side.
Yeah,
What?
I thought you.
Did you not hear me earlier?
I heard you.
I said different streams.
Oh,
Bring
that's
it
fine.
on, man.
That's fine.
Bring it on.
It actually,
Get some
you know,
healthy competition. Actually, maybe it's the same team. I was just saying it for the stream's sake. I don't really know what I'm doing on Wednesday.
yeah. Well,
Just thought it'd be funny to have a little bit of competition start already.
anyone that's on Sidewalk's team, then make sure you make him build.
Dedicated build.
Particularly on any map that says 30-second build phase.
Hey, I leaderboarded once.
I haven't tried any of those in
I
quite
hit
a
the
while.
45-second. Okay.
Those were challenging on the leaderboard because it was all the waves combined, not just one wave, you know?
Yeah, and there's that awkward thing like between like combat and build phase where you can't press G to speed it along, and I wonder if that added up.
Oh, I'm sure it
There's
did.
a lot of times, you know, doing it, and I was like, man, I definitely got that first build phase in fast, but then I wouldn't get the 30 seconds. Like, there's no way. Like, I got a VOD. It was 30. But
Crazy.
I think maybe those added up because they keep you in the build phase for a sec.
I suppose that was good timing, I guess.
We got booted. Yeah. We were told.
Oh yeah, we're like 2 hours in.
We're 2 hours in anyway, so...
Yeah. Yeah.
We're just gonna end it.
I don't care. What do you guys want to do? You want to do one more, or you want to call it good, or
Just one more.
it's up to you guys.
Just. We'll have to
mean,
party up, won't we?
What I'm hearing right now, and it confirmed my fears, is that once this patch comes out, I'm not going to be doing anything but this.
We'll have to party
I
up.
need to. What that means is I have to finish Divinity, because if I don't finish it before Wednesday,
Oh yeah.
I am never finishing it. That being
Yeah,
said, I
you're
can
gonna
do
have
one
to hop
more if
to
you guys
it.
want to do one more.
We'll make
But
it.
We'll have to party up for
I
it.
got video game work to do.
That's fair. All right. Well, I'm queuing us up.
Send me a party
There's
invite.
one. There was one in there. Oops. No party invite, huh?
Party invites first.
We're only doing one map. Does it matter? I guess it does.
Yeah, because you'll disappear without us.
All right.
This happens like every time Juice and I play on the stream together. It's always him
Yeah.
leaving me behind or
Is
vice
that or
versa.
just
Like every
join-
single time.
It's that or we join you, you know.
Quicksilver saying he counted them. There was actually 22 maps. So that's 110
20.
stars.
22.
Well, it's still going to take you some work no matter what. So
Yeah, I mean 21, 22. It doesn't matter.
There's
I'm just
some-
already thinking in my head this amount of
I
stars
demand
we'll
a
be able to earn per
recount.
week. You know. Is this Bastille or is this Greystone? Okay, it's Greystone. I was gonna say, geez, we do just one more and it gives us Bastille. How cruel.
That happened to me earlier today. I was like, that's part of the reason why I was late for like the start of the stream is because I was like, all right, I'll do one more map before ending the stream and getting food. Last map was Bastille.
And then when you want Bastille, you can't get it.
Exactly, yeah.
That'll be nice.
Well,
you know,
I mean,
being able to play
but
what we
anyone
want.
saying it, right? He put that thing in, that like the desire sense or whatever he called it.
Yeah.
It'll see what you're looking for and make sure you don't get it.
That's terrible. God, it seems so true.
I believe it.
It seems like a lot of games have that dang thing. It's stupid. That stupid Tiger Mount in World of Warcraft. It took me like 3 years of doing this raid once a week to get the thing. And I mean, there's people that were doing it with me over those 3 years that never got it. If you got 10 more mana, I can put a little security wall over on this side.
Where are you? Hey, hi.
Oh, hi.
Blah, blah, blah. Take that.
Security wall. Just put a sky card down.
Well, yeah, I could do that too.
Nah, safety wallet. Put it backwards
put
though for flavor.
Backwards for flavor?
That's right. Backwards walls.
Fair enough.
A backwards orc. A backwards skelly.
Excuse me.
Standing too close. I can't get it. I can't do the spin move. There we go. Backwards for flavor.
Yeah, I'm not very good at spinning either. I usually fall over.
You need a little mana anywhere, Omni? Are you all good?
No, I'm good.
Alright.
You be easily using it somewhere else.
Well, I'll throw a Skyguard too then. We got Skyguards everywhere. What the hell? Let's go with a third.
You've got another. You got more. Do you want mana for another one?
I think 4 would be kind of overkill. But, you know, why not? We do have Mystic Walls in the mix. Yeah, drop that 20.
We could change it. We could change it walls then, I guess.
Might as well take advantage of Oh, there's no problem. We're just taking advantage of that Mystic Wall over here with some double Skyguard action.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Right, okay, and I'm going to upgrade all of the Skyguards over here, right? Just because.
I think you'll be able to do them all, Quicksilver. I think it's just going to be a matter of trial and error. If Elandrian said it'll be very difficult to do them solo, then in my mind he said they're doable solo, but it's going to be harder. So I think we'll be able to do them all solo, but it's probably going to take a lot of practice and maybe a little luck with boss spawns or whatever else. Because assuming it'll be on the same boss spawn schedule as the regular trials. So if you get you do one roll that one run that you get 2 rollers, and the next, in the next run you get 2 Slakelions, and it's no walls or whatever. It's going to be different runs for sure. I can see them freezy proton beams working already. No walls, freezy protons, and volcanoes. Thank you very much.
Yo, don't steal my build, dude.
I think that's going to be everybody's build. It's the natural choice.
It's too good not to use. It's too good to not be the meta.
I'm sure it's going to be pretty highly used. There will be a peak in Lava Mancer characters being created starting next week. I can see that coming. Well, I guess it may be finally time to do the Power Surge Super Cheese Dryad video that I've been not too stubborn to make for the last however long Power Surge, I guess since launch. However long Power Surge has been there in its current state. Or no, it was after launch. It wasn't at launch.
With the incursions?
Yeah.
They weren't. What? They weren't launch.
Didn't they have their own update, an incursion update? Because I remember Omni and I going through all the incursions in a day. And it wasn't launch, I don't think.
Maybe not.
I mean, it may have been, I don't know.
Wasn't Power Surge just a separate map altogether, because we were getting maps that were dropping, like that was the boots. That was when we were getting boots.
No, I'm talking about since it became difficult.
I thought
not when it was in
Oh,
easy
right,
mode.
no, right, yeah. That patch was.
People have been
I guess
screaming
not
at me
much,
ever
yeah.
since then to make a power surge video, and I've been telling everybody, either bring a friend or bust out a dryad, but I haven't given specifics. Maybe it's time to finally give specifics on how to bust out the extra sharp cheddar on the power surge incursion. Yeah, Cryo just said it too. So they were added in their own update. I thought they were. I mean, some of the challenges we have to remember are your gear is being scaled. If you remember back when you were first starting some of these chaos tiers, it wasn't just spawn camp everything. The bosses would just roll over your walls if you did that. I'm assuming we're going to roll into Chaos 1 with, what, 500,000 health on the walls? What do you think?
Something like that. Sounds familiar.
You know, 500,000, 600,000, something along that range. So, I mean, it's not like we're going to be able to just roll in with these familiar builds and smoke it. And especially with all of the, if you read between the lines, with all of Elandrian smirking and whatnot. Every time the difficulty got brought up, he got that wait till you find out look on his face.
Evil.
My official stream. And not on Fridays, Quicksilver. I do a late night stream on Fridays though. So I'll be streaming again. I don't know what I'll be playing, but I'll be streaming late tonight. The Friday Night Live. Man, just want more info. Yeah, Lawlta confirmed it in Discord.
Yeah, definitely wanted a lot more visually.
That it'll be 10 per platform. I don't think it'll be possible to achieve it on 2 platforms. See, you guys are telling me to go do it try it on the console first, and the thought that went into my head is, will it be possible to do it on the PC and? I don't think that's an option. That's just not realistic.
Probably not for the earlier ones, but the later ones, you know.
Yeah, Chaos 7
It'll take a
rolls
long time
around.
to do them the first time, but if you've already done them on one system.
Yeah,
So
you'd have.
I think it's very possible to see you do it on 2, since you
Yeah.
already went through it the first time.
I mean, you would when you should do it once, you'll
We'll have to
definitely have a
wait for you
leg
on the
up.
console. Yeah.
Gonna be some long stream days ahead. There's no doubt about that.
It was like, oh.
Oh, did I miss? No, I got. I've been missing a lot with this table flipper. The projectile goes really, really slow. It's one of the hardest hitting Nuke Monk pets now. If you do the math, it's better than Gatto Fireworks. But the projectile moves so slow through the air, it's really, really easy to miss.
Aiming? Ugh.
No,
No,
it's
thank
just
you.
the mob. It goes so slow, the mob is like halfway down the lane by the time the projectile gets there, and it doesn't home in on them, you know?
It sounds like a melee pet ability to me.
Oh, definitely.
But if you ever want to hit it.
The closer you are, the better, that's for sure. Double legendary drop? What kind of fat loots we got? Nothing good and nothing good. That's alright. Table flipper hits like a truck, but man, it just takes forever to get there. So anyway, guys, that will do it for today. So lots of good news. Lots of interesting stuff in the dev stream. Of course, as always, there will be a video coming late tonight with kind of an overview of everything that was discussed in the dev stream and my thoughts on the whole situation. But I appreciate you guys for coming out today. It was awesome to get you all together. We might have to do this more often.
Heck
Yeah, this is fun. We should do it again sometime.
Why
Or
not?
one of you guys can carry me, okay?
So, Omni, we carried you all day, man. I don't know what you're talking
Yeah, I'm
about.
pretty sure we did the entire thing today. So next time it's you carrying us.
That's right. I mean, it would only be fair.
Okay, fair enough.
But anyway, thanks again, everybody. And I'll be back late tonight with something. Don't know what I'll be playing, but I'll see you then.
Bye.